Hey all you wonderful people, this is MasterFiggy bringing you another video, and in this one I'll be doing my Sanji deck profile. I recently built a Sanji deck. He is one of my favourite Straw Hats, and with his ability I really like it because for people who are trying to learn how to play the One Piece game, I think it is a very good leader to have, and it's a very affordable leader, especially with the fact that you play with vanilla characters. So this isn't really a competitive deck that I built. This is just a fun deck that I decided to build with Sanji. I really wish I had the Ult Art leader, to tell you the truth, so I may get around to buying that at some stage. Hopefully the price will drop, but you know, you never know. But yeah, let's get started. So I'm just going to keep Sanji down below there. So let's start off with the vanillas. So we have 2 wire. We play 4 Bellamy, and then we play 4 Jinbei. Every single one of these characters, you know, there's 10 of them here. They all have the exact same cost, which is 2. They all have the exact same power, which is 4k, and they each have a 1k counter for defensive purposes. Really, you could play any variety of 2k vanillas. There's another Jinbei. There's also Heat from the green starter deck. There's also in set 3, there's Momu and Genzo if you decided to play Sanji in the OP-03 format. But yeah, pretty much it doesn't really matter. I may cut this down to 9, but for some bits that I'm testing out, the 2 cost vanillas are kind of essential. A lot of people sort of discard them and play 3 cost, and that's actually what I was considering doing. But for what I'm trying to do, because this is a go second deck, you're kind of playing a 2 cost vanilla for free on your first turn going second, so it's really nice. Next we play 4 Usopp. So I feel like you do have to play some amount of the 3 cost, especially for some of the event cards that we're playing in this. You know, just applying a little bit of pressure. If you rely too much on the 2 cost, you're dedicating 1 Dawn pretty much every turn to them, and Usopp is just a little bit more power, and it's really nice to have. Next, for the 4 drops, we play 4 Zoro, and we play 4 Gecko Moria. Sorry, just move Sanji down a little bit. So yeah, this is the same thing. 4 cost, 6k. They both have that. This is our 4 cost vanilla. Good against Whitebeard, to apply a little bit of pressure. What's really nice is you want to be able to get this in your hand, so you play it on your second turn. So the idea would be on your first turn you would play like Jinbei or Bellamy or whatever, and then you would still have 2 active Dawn, and then next turn you could play one of these down for pretty much 2 Dawn, and you would have 2 standing Dawn for if you wanted to play your vanillas, or maybe you want, or sorry, events, sorry, and possibly you could give 1 Dawn to your 2k vanilla, swing in with that, really nice. But yeah, that's, you know, 4 cost vanillas. You know, what else can I say? That's what they are. We play 1 Crocodile, and we play 4 Dracula Mihawk. So I play 1 Crocodile. I was playing 2, but the reason why I dropped it was because I felt like there were other cards that I feel like should be in the deck. I'll just move that out of the way so you can see the Mihawks there. You know, Crocodile can be anything. He can be Frankie, Virgo, whatever you want. I just really like the artwork of the Crocodile here, and for those of you who prefer Virgo, you might want to know that the same artist who did Crocodile did Virgo cards, so just a fun little fact there. And then we also have Mihawk here. This is the only 6 cost vanilla that blue or green has, so this is the only blue vanilla that's 6 cost. and there's none for green. So this is the only option you have. It's not really a big deal as long as you have 4. It's fine. Some people I've actually seen where they say they only play the 5 cost because there's not another 6 cost. I think the 5 cost is really good. I was playing 2, like I said, but I did have to cut it. I am considering cutting one of the Mihawks for another 5 cost crocodile. But right now I think the ratio is fine. And I do see crocodile, like when I see him, it's good. Like you slap him down and it's really nice. So that's it for the vanillas. So in total we play about 26 vanilla characters. It does seem a little bit high, so I am considering taking one of them out. But let's go on to the non-vanilla characters. So we play 3 Boa Hancock. So Boa Hancock is good because she has the ability of blocker, of course, but when you give her 1 Dawn and when she's attacking or blocking, she allows you to draw a card if you have 5 or less cards in your hand, which is really nice. And then our other blocker in this deck is we play 2 of the 7 cost Kid. Move these up here so you can see it. So this is from the starter deck, and so he is a blocker, and then if you give him 1 Dawn, at the end of your turn you get to stand him. So pretty much the idea would be you play him on his first turn, so he just becomes a 7k blocker. Then next turn you can swing in, and if you give him a Dawn, he stands again, so he's a blocker during your opponent's turn, which is really nice. So that's the blockers of the deck. We then play 1 Mihawk. I like the 9 cost Mihawk. I think this is really good just for bouncing back cards to the bottom of your opponent's deck. It may not be necessary. You might be better off just by playing 1 of the Doflamingo from the blue starter deck if you want. I just really like the Mihawk, and that's why I like it. And then this last character for the deck, this is really a tech card that I'm testing out. It's also a card that I'm actually thinking of bumping up to 2, possibly 3, and that is Urouge. Urouge is kind of the reason why I'm playing mostly 2 cost vanillas, because the idea is that his ability is that you give him 1 Dawn and he gains 2k power for if you have 3 or more characters on the field. So by giving him 1 Dawn, he goes from a 3k powered character to a 6 cost, which is insane. And I think for Sanji's deck he works really, really well, because the idea would be that on your very first turn you would play Wire and you would stand 2 Dawn, and then you play Urouge for 2. So you're kind of setting up your board for next turn. Usually that's why you're playing so many like 2 cost characters, just to make sure that you have that extra character on board. And then on your next turn you 4 Dawn. Ideally you want it to be a 4 cost vanilla, but if it's a 2 cost or even the 3 cost, it doesn't matter too badly. But you slap down the Gecko Moria, let's say, and then you give one of the standing Dons to Urouge. He now becomes a 6k attacker. He's swinging in, so it's just applying a little bit of pressure, and that's why I'm considering bumping him up to 2. But for now I'm just testing him out just to see how he goes. But that's it for our characters of this deck, and then we go on to the event cards. So we play 2 Paradise Waterfall. This is fantastic with Boa Hancock. It can also be good with the Eustace Kid. So you block and then you activate this, give it an extra 2k power, and then you get the blocker to stand. So that's really, really nice. We also play 2 Overheat. This is good for bouncing back cards to our opponent's hand, and possibly our own if we just need that extra counter at times. We also play 4 Punk Gibson. I'm actually considering putting this down to 3 and swapping one of them out for another Paradise Waterfall. I think Paradise Waterfall is just a little bit better for this, or at least with the blockers. And we don't play too many blockers, and I think Paradise Waterfall just works really well with them. Though the other thing is that I could just play more blockers, which is obviously a very good argument to make. Instead of playing the Uruj, you could play the 2-cost killer blocker. Next up for the event, we play 4 Love Mellow. So this is just really nice for powering up our characters and leader, and also draw power. So that's really good. And then finally, we are playing 4 3-sword style onigiri. So this is another reason why we're actually playing some of the Usops, because first off, this is 3 Dawn, and you're powering up a character or a leader by 6k, which is a huge amount. And the other thing is, you may play one character without an effect from your hand that's cost 3 or less. And if you combine that with Sanji's ability, who lets you stand Dawn, what's really nice is, let's say if you had only 3 Dawn on the field and you had 2 or less characters and you had these 2 cards in your hand, the idea would be, for those of you who don't know, you would use the first the 3-sword style onigiri to power up your character, and then you would play, let's say, Wire or Usopp or whatever. Ideally you want to play Usopp, but sometimes you might have to play a 2-cost vanilla. And then if you have 3 or less characters on the field when you do that, Sanji's ability activates, you stand 2 Dawn, and then you can still use the Love Mellow. So this is really good combo with Sanji. It turns 3 Dawn into 5 Dawn essentially, which is really good. So yeah, I don't think this deck is perfect that I have. You know, like it clearly does have a lot that it needs to, you know, be fixed. I'm even considering swapping out one of the onigiris out for a Deathwing. I think Deathwing can be good even if it's in the life area. You know, it triggers, bounces back a card to the opponent's hand. So that's really nice. But for the last bit of the video, guys, I'm going to be opening up these right here. So I was actually in a tournament back in April there, and so we have the event pack 1 here, which has 1 card in it. We have the Dawn pack. It would be really nice if this was the Sanji version for the Sanji deck. And then we also have Online Regionals 2023 participation pack. I did not do very well, guys, just to let you know, in the tournament, but I still really enjoyed it. It was really nice people there. Well, it was online, but anyway, they were really nice people to talk to. I talked to a couple of people. There's a guy who was talking about his red-green Luffy deck, and I thought he was really cool. He was actually my last opponent of that day, but he was really nice. And my very first opponent, I remember, who played Zoro deck. He was a really nice guy, very friendly to talk to. A lot of people were fantastic. So with participation pack, we have, so we have Kobe here. Very nice alt art with the shanks there. Very cool, I have to say. That looks fantastic, I think. And don't worry, guys, I'll be sleeving this up straight away after I turn off the camera here. And I have a box of Dragon Shield sleeves here. Okay, so next up we are opening the Dawn pack. I actually just realized the event pack also has a Sanji in it. So imagine if we got a Sanji theme card in that, as well as this Dawn pack. I'm being super careful. Or is that one there, the Kobe pack, the one that has the Sanji in it? I think it might be the... Yeah, I think it's actually the Kobe pack, sorry. That was the one that would have had the Sanji in it. I'm being super careful with this, guys. And no, it's a Robin Dawn, which is still very nice. Very cool looking, I have to say. And it's just, yeah, that's pretty cool, I have to say. That's awesome. And then finally, is this the one that has like, is it like Ace and Jinbei and, well, like Bartholomew Kuma? No, not Bartholomew. Bartolomeo. Sorry. I can't think of any of the other cards that would be appearing in this. Oh, Sengoku. Nice. That's actually really cool. Give all your opponent's characters might. What's interesting is I'm actually trying to build a black deck right now. I don't know if I put this in it, but it's still a very nice addition to the collection. But yeah, really glad about those. Also, I got this as well. These are all just from participating, so I think that's amazing. That even though like I did very badly in the tournament, you know, like the cards there, I think the Sengoku, I could be mistaken, is it like €12 or something like that? Something insane. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the Sanji deck profile. You know, this is just a fun casual deck. I'd like to test out more, so hopefully I get to do that at some stage. At the time of recording this, it will be 3 weeks, I believe. Yeah, 3 weeks until my next online tournament, and so hopefully I can do more than a participation. But I mean those were awesome just to still get just for qualifying. I probably won't be using the Sanji deck, but I am working on a deck at the moment. Hopefully the cards that I'm hoping, well, that I ordered them, but hopefully they'll arrive soon. And you know, if you guys want to see that deck profile for what I'll be using in the tournament, hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated to the channel. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, and thank you so much for watching. Take care now.